Hey everyone. I know I ended today's video. I ended yesterday's video this morning, but I decided to come out here on the porch and start today's video with a good morning and some coffee. And the reason is because it's nice and kind of cool out here this morning. So it's a great day to spend a little time outside. I am getting busy in the kitchen today. I do have plans for today to get in there and get some more of the grocery haul preserved in a way that'll last me long term so that I can use it when I need it. And so I'll be doing that today with some more of the produce that I received. And so, yeah, I'll be doing that and looking forward to doing it with you guys. I'm excited about making sure that my pantry has the things in it that I'm going to be needing. And we got some blue jays that are battling it out. It's got all the cats looking up. Like, what just happened? Let me show you. See the cats over there? They're all looking up like, what just happened? That was kind of funny. I didn't catch the blue jays battling it out, but they were battling it out midair. Two male blue jays. Quite interesting. So, I will be getting into the kitchen and getting some more of that produce in a preserved way, which I'm looking forward to. One of the recipes that, I've been studying the food recipes that I'm going to be making. The program that I'm on has, not only does it have an app, but it also has a website, and they sent me literature on it, and I've been going to classes. Yeah, I've been doing on virtual classes and taking tests on it. Okay. And so that's why I tell you it's an extensive program. So I've gotten caught up on my classes with them and had my last interview with the coach, believe it or not, that is assigned to me. And so now we're just waiting for after the holiday. On the 4th is when I'll be starting. So I'm getting everything prepared and looking forward to it. So that grocery haul from the viewer was a huge help in getting things into my house that I can have. Now, I had one of your commenters ask me, am I going to donate groceries from the grocery haul? And the answer to that is no. Everything on there is on my diet plan. And so, no, I will either be using it or preserving it. So, let me show you guys something. Y'all see the kittens? They're so cute. Those are the kittens. I thought maybe you needed a kitten break this morning. But I am in the process of getting the stuff preserved that I received from the food bank, and looking forward to using this stuff in the recipes that I've been studying and looking over. car was getting ready to pass by, so the kittens are cute though. I wanted you guys to have a kitten break this morning, okay? Well, guys, let's get into the house and let's get some of that produce preserved. Good morning, guys. I'm bringing you in to show you what I am making for myself for breakfast this morning. This is 2 tortillas chopped up. I put some red onion in here because I had a red onion I need to get used up. And that was a little salt. I'm going to get in here and get this scrambled up. And then I have my own salsa here that I'm going to put on top of this, along with, let me get it out. Where is it? Hidden back in here somewhere. This is some Mexican cheese that was given to me on the last grocery haul. So I'm going to use some of that in this. Let me flip this one more time. Let me get a plate out for it. I'm actually going to use one of these bowls like this, and if you're interested in these bowls, I'll link it down in the description below. I've had a few people ask me about them. Can y'all see that bowl? Now you can see it. I'm going to flip this right in here, just like that. Then I'm going to crumble up some of this. This is a crumble cheese, and so I'm going to crumble up some of this cheese right on top of it. I do like me a good cheese. That's one of the things I enjoy a lot, is a good cheese. There we go. Crumble a little bit of that on top. Rinse my hands. And then get a spoon, and I'm going to spread some of this salsa right on top. Just like that. That, my friends, is going to be my breakfast this morning. Let me get the lid on this salsa. Get all of this put into the refrigerator. Back into the refrigerator. It is 11 o'clock in the morning. And so these things go in here. My salsa in the bowl. And this cheese back here. Alright, I'm going to sit down and have my breakfast. We are back in the kitchen today. And one of the recipes that I will be doing next week calls for, and it's later in the week, calls for shredded Brussels sprouts. And so what I'm going to do to preserve these Brussels sprouts, but they will be ready to put into the recipe that I'll be making for next week, is I'm going to take these Brussels sprouts and clean them up, and get them prepared for the recipe for next week. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to get I have vegetables in the sink that I'm going to be working with. Okay. And so I'm going to put these over here because I'm going to be using this sink. These sinks are clean. I did wash them this morning before I started this process. And I'm going to start by taking the stems off of these Brussels sprouts and cleaning up all the loose leaves on them and just putting it into this basket for right now. I love the fact that I was given fresh produce as a gift because I really love working with fresh produce and preparing it myself because I know what's in it. I know that if there's any hidden preserving things in there. I know that there's not any hidden preserving things in there because that's one of the things that that my coach has told me is to, if you can, preserve and freeze your own produce so you know what's in them. And so this is a good jump start that I was given by getting this fresh produce. A couple of people have asked how they can help, and one way you can help is, and it doesn't cost you anything, is to simply watch my videos. That is a no cost way to help supply me with the fresh produce, because what I do is I take the money that I earn from you guys watching the videos and I repurpose it right back into the videos by going and getting fresh produce like this. That is one of the ways that I use the funds. Another way is I use it to pay people who come and help me out. Like after Hurricane Beryl, I had someone who came to help me put my house back on the blocks because it needed to be done right away. And so that's what I did, is I used the funds from, you see that dirt? This one, let me get my glasses on. I want to take a real good look at this and make sure that there's no bug damage up in there. But it does look like I'm looking to see. This has got pretty good bug damage up in there. And as a matter of fact, it's going there and gonna wash my hands from that. Okay. Get that off. All right. This one had when they harvested, they chopped it. Okay. So I'm going to take that section off and get in there because I do see a little mold in there. Okay. That one was salvageable. All right. Now what I'm going to do is come in and wash these off real good. Let them drain. I'm going to get a towel out. I'm going to move this over here. There's something on this chopping board that I don't like. There we go. Now, I'm going to dry these off. I have water coming up to boil behind us. There we go. Those are pretty dry, which is what I wanted. All right, and I'll bring you back when I get to the next step. I'm bringing you in to show you what I'm doing. The recipe calls for the Brussels sprouts to be shredded, blanched and frozen until I can get to it. And so I'm bringing you guys over to show you this process. I'll pull this out. I don't need this in here. And I'm going to shred it. So I am looking for this side because I want it to shred. Not great. And down it goes. This. Okay. shredded Brussels sprouts. And I do have a few pieces that got stuck in here, which is fine. There we go. Now let me get this up and out of here. There we go. That's done. I'm going to bring you over here and show you the next step on it. I do have boiling water going on the pan, in the pan there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these into the boiling water. Get it going. Using the seed. I'm going to bring it back up to a boil. This is going to preserve it for later use. Rinse this out. Get it ready just in case I need it for another project. No, I'm going to put it in the dishwasher while I'm right here. In the background, I'm putting it in the dishwasher. Because I don't think I'm going to need it for the rest of today. So all it is going in the dishwasher. We're going to bring this back up to a boil, and I'm going to let it blanch for 3 minutes. And then I'm going to put cold water here. Bowl of cold water. Okay. And I'll bring you back when this is blanched for 3 minutes. I blanched it for 3 minutes. I threw it in cold water, cooled it down, and now I'm letting it drain. And I'm going to let this drain for a good 30 to 45 minutes because I want all the water, as much water out of it as I can. So I'll catch you back over here when I'm ready to package it up. I'm bringing you guys in to show you what I'm doing. The recipe called for a half a cup of Brussels sprouts. I am packaging these up in 2 cups. Double sealing them. That way it'll make 4 servings. When I make the recipe, I'll have to quadruple it.
and make 4 servings. There we go. See, it looks like this before I shrink wrap it. It's definitely 2 cups. And then when I shrink wrap it, it really takes the size down. I'm going to get these into the freezer and I'll bring you back for the next project. Here we are back over here at the sink, and I've got 2 more little projects that I want to do so far. We'll see if we get to the 3rd one, but these 2 I definitely want to get to. And so one of them, I'm going to turn the water back on at my stove because I am going to work with the broccoli. Next. And what I'm going to do with the broccoli is I'm just going to cut this big stem off, and I'm going to cut these florets. Actually, I'm going to leave it like this because I want to blanch it. But I'm going to cut the tough stem off. I'm going to leave it like this. Put it in here, wash it, and get it good and washed. Okay. Let it drain for a minute. And while that is happening, I'm going to get the cauliflower out. And the cauliflower, I'm going to rice it because one of the recipes that I'm going to be doing calls for riced cauliflower. Actually, a couple of them do. And so we're going to see how much riced cauliflower I get out of this 1 head of cauliflower. I do have some riced already in the freezer, but I want to go through the process of ricing my own cauliflower so I can learn how to do it and put it up and preserve it myself. Okay? And so what I'm doing is I'm pulling these stems off of this cauliflower because I don't want this fibrous stems. I want the floret here. I'm going to get in here, see if I can't cut the stem off, and maybe the rest of it will come off. I have a feeling somebody is at my house. I can hear somebody out in the driveway. So if I cut you off pretty quick, you'll know why. I'm gonna come over here, cold water. And I'll wash this off really well. Okay, I'm gonna let both of those drain. And then I'll bring you back. I wanted you to see that I cut all of this off, washed it really well. I'm bringing you in with the food processor again because riced cauliflower is pretty simple to do. All you do is take your cauliflower and cut it up in chunks. Which is what I'm doing over here. These chunks. This is kind of why I took some classes, so I could learn how to do this on my own. And you just simply take your cauliflower chunks and put them in here. The whole cauliflower head. I was quite surprised at how easy this was to do. Here we go. It's all in there. And then we just simply put the lid on this. Get it plugged in. I forgot to do that. We get it plugged in right here. And they said pulse it. Until it gets to a rice consistency. So let's check and see. Yep, it's to a rice consistency. Awesome. That's how simple it is. And now I'm going to take this and put it over here. Take this out of here. I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need this anymore. So let's put this up. My food processor has been used today. And the recipe calls for 4 cups of riced cauliflower. So Let's get this backed up a little bit. Put this over here. I'm gonna take this out of here because I don't need this blade in there anymore. And I'm gonna put this blade in the back of my dishwasher so I don't hurt myself with it. And I'm gonna get my cup out. I'm gonna get the biggest bag that I have already prepared. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is the biggest one right here. I'm gonna label it riced cauliflower. What did I do with my marker? Here it is. $8.24. And I'm going to measure how many cups are in here. Is there a measuring on here? Nope. Well, this is going to take some creativeness. Hold on a minute. Y'all are seeing how my mind works. I'm going to fold this open like this. See if it's going to work. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to hope that this makes 4 cups. That's what I'm hoping for. Here's one. Here's 2 going in. Here's 3. I do believe it's going to make about 4. It is. There's 4. Alright, I got my 4 cups of riced cauliflower. And I'm going to label it 4 cups. Okay. And I have a little bit left over. So the question is, should I go ahead? I think I'm just going to go ahead and put this little bit that's left over in there and just use it when I make this recipe. Okay. There we go. There we go. So 1 head of cauliflower is good for that recipe that I've been studying. Okay. Okay, I got the water boiling over here. What I'm gonna do is, remember the broccoli? I am just gonna drop these broccoli heads right into this water, this boiling water. And we are gonna let this blanch for a few minutes. I decided to cut them off to get them smaller so they'll go down in the water. Here we go. I want them down in the water. So they'll blanch. All right, there we go. Okay. That's done. And I'm going to blanch these. All right, I'm getting this cleaned up so that I can bring this back over here. Get this plugged in. There we go. This is going in the freezer and ready for my recipe. Bringing you back in to show you that I am going to label this broccoli, if I can spell it correctly. BROCCOLI. I know what it means. 824 So 8th month, 24th year. And I'm going to split this broccoli up into 2 bags to make 2 kind of 1.5 cup servings, because that's what the serving size is on this new eating plan. And that's, I need a couple of servings of this like that. So here's 1, and I'm going to split it between 2 and make it really close to 1.5 cups for each. Okay. Let's get this one in here, and then I'll compare them and see where I stand with these. And I don't want to waste any of this food. Okay. What do you guys think? I think maybe now it's about even. Okay. And in it goes. I'm going to move it just a little bit, and we'll do a second seal. Okay. Bag number 1 is sealed, and I want y'all to see that this thing is full of water, so I'm going to empty it out so it doesn't overflow. That's why I have this rag here, because it does suction the water out. And we'll go in with this one. It's full of water again. It didn't seal. It didn't seal. Hold on a minute. I squeezed all that water out. That's what happened. Let me get this. Empty it out. I'm going to show you what happens when that happens. What I do. I get a paper towel. And this is all wet on the inside here. So I'm going to come in with a paper towel and dry it off around the part where I want it to seal. Then we're going to try it again. And I'm holding off on that one to see if it's surely sealed. I'm gonna come in and do a second seal. All right. The broccoli is done.